referee looks at his watch. Any second now.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back to WantMyBet TV. My name's Will.
I'm Ollie.
And I'm Tom.
Talking Bundesliga.
Bundesliga.
So we do all the research, every single game. These are the midweek fixtures.
Sure are.
Another video coming up for the weekend ones.
Yeah.
And then we give you our predictions based on the stats.
Exactly that. Exactly that. A little bit of a YouTube admin. Give us a subscribe. We want to try and get to 50,000 subs by Christmas.
What happens if we do?
Will's going to have a skinhead.
He's going to shave his head.
50,000's a lot.
If we get to 50,000 subs, we're about 7,000 now.
He's going to get rid of the lid.
So you need to help us out. Subscribe, tell your mates, comment loads so we get pushed up the YouTube algorithm and everyone sees this.
Yeah.
And then get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Like it.
Lovely
What a
stuff.
Make sure you comment as well. So if you like what we're saying, tell us. If you don't like what we're saying, tell us. Tell us who you support and let us know who you're backing this weekend.
The only other thing is the number at the bottom of the screen. That's the number to our WhatsApp channel. On there we put out enhanced ACCAs, which we hand pick from all of these videos, which you will not get better odds anywhere else on the internet.
No way.
All you've got to do is message us the word join on WhatsApp and save the number, and if you're over 18, we'll let you in.
Nice. A little recap on last week. So the weekend on Bundesliga, Will was at his chewing gum factory. But we absolutely smashed it out the park.
Smashed the granny out of it.
So, what is that? 9 games in Bundesliga.
Yeah.
We got 8 correct tips.
But,
Well done.
but the ACCA didn't win.
The ACCA didn't win.
Because we didn't have many Bundesliga games in there.
We thought they were going to be really hard to call and we'd really struggle, but we absolutely smashed it.
It's a good effort.
Great effort.
Sure you would agree, spectators. I was a spectator on that one. Thought you did very well.
Thanks very much. Thanks. Why don't you comment?
Yeah, why
I commented on WhatsApp, didn't I?
Oh, okay, fine.
On the old WhatsApp.
Oh, okay, fine. We'll let you off. We'll let you off.
Okay,
Right,
first game.
First game.
Tuesday night then, Werder Bremen versus Hertha Berlin. So this is a tight game. Hard to call a winner either way on this one. Both teams are undefeated so far this season. Good starts from them both. They finished 11th and 10th last year, 1 point separated them.
Okay, it's gonna be
very samey, very samey. Werder Bremen's 2 home games have both finished 1-1 against Hannover and Nuremberg. All 4 of Bremen's games have seen both teams to score, and Bremen have drawn their last 5 home matches.
Everything adds up to
Toit like a Twiga.
Yeah.
Does double up to a draw. It's going to be a draw, this one, I feel. Hertha Berlin have beaten Schalke, and drawn with Wolfsburg away from home.
Having such a shocker.
Oh, absolute stinker. Hertha Berlin's last 2 games have seen 10 goals.
Oh,
Loads of goals in their last 2.
very goal.
And 4 of their last 6 games have also been draws.
It's a draw.
This one has to be a draw.
Definitely.
What's your tip though? Is it a draw or tip? Or
No, my safe tip on this one is both teams to score. I think this could be either 1-1 or a
Desmondo.
Could be a Desmondo. Could be a little 2-2
What's
this
Desmond
one.
in German?
Desmond.
Desmond. Desmond.
Desmond.
Desmond. This could be a Deutschland 2-2. Both teams to score is the safe tip. Draw, but it's quite likely, I think,
I
based on those
fancy that
two.
draw.
3.35.
I never fancied a draw more.
Fine.
Perfect. You're up.
Will.
Okay.
With all the
Mr.
research.
This one
Mr.
actually
Research.
This didn't need that much research, this one.
Okay, fine. Research.
Research.
German for research.
Bayern Munich versus Augsburg. So Bayern have played 4, won 4, scored 11, conceded 2.
Oh.
Easy.
They scored 3 in each of the first 3.
Banging in goals.
Augsburg 11th, they've only won 1 game. They've scored in every game.
Okay.
Conceded in every game.
Ooh, not good.
Lewandowski 3 and 4.
It's looking good, isn't it?
Looking good. I would go for a win cast. Bayern win. Lewandowski scores.
Agreed. Score.
And I would probably go either 3-0 or 3-1.
I think 3-1. I'd quite like that. Maybe a 4-1. Maybe a 4-1.
Could do that.
Goal.
Right. Next we have Hannover versus Hoffenheim.
Hoffenheim. H derby.
Yeah.
The H derby. So Hoffenheim is still winless in their 4 games.
Hanover.
That's the one.
The other team.
Too many H's.
Too many H's.
Hanover are still winless in their opening 4 games.
Yes.
They've lost 2 and drawn 2.
Oh, Desmond.
Yeah.
Deutschland.
Hoffenheim are also struggling. They've just had 1 win, but did draw their last match 1-1 with Dortmund.
Not bad result.
And they did all right in the
Champions League
as
they
well.
looked
So they're
good against Shakhtar.
picking up a bit of form after a poor start.
Yeah.
Hanover have lost their last 2 games on the bounce.
Yeah, okay.
So they're not looking too good. But also Hoffenheim aren't very good away from home. They've lost their last 3 away matches.
I was watching their Champions League game. Apparently they started really bad last season and then finished like absolute trains. They're saying
Same again.
just starting to get
Bit of momentum.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a tight game. But I have gone with a Hoffenheim win.
Away win.
little score.
I decided to get rid of those splinters and get off the fence.
Get off the. We were on the German fence a lot last week, so we did well.
Popped off it, and
maybe you need to get back on it.
Yeah,
you did very well.
We'll see. We'll see.
Hoffenheim to win. Score prediction 2-1 Hoffenheim.
Okay. Then I've got Freiburg versus Schalke, 7:30 UK time. Ooh. So last season, this was 15th versus 2nd.
Is it swap round?
I mean, they are struggling now. Schalke are at bottom. Played 4 losses. Absolute stinkers.
Where Freiburg?
They won their last game.
Yeah, I don't know where they have. I haven't got that to hand, mate. You can have a look at it while I'm telling you. The last 8 games between these two sides have all seen under 2.5 goals.
Okay.
Very tight. Freiburg won their first game of the season away at Wolfsburg at the weekend, which was the only game we got wrong last weekend. So we did well. They've conceded 5 goals in their opening 2 home games though, so they're leaky at home. Schalke played 4, lost 4 this season, bottom of the league. Strugs.
How has that even happened?
Strugs.
They lost Leon Goretzka. And since then, they've had a
stinkers. Stinker for Schalke. They did the double over Freiburg last year and didn't concede against them. There's been over 2.5 goals scored in Schalke's last 5 away games, and Schalke won this game 1-0.
November.
I would stay away from calling a result in this.
I just think, I said it last week with Leverkusen, they've got to win sooner or later. They're too good a team to keep getting tanked every week. My safe tip on this one is under 2.5, 1.78. So yeah, the last 8 games between the two sides have been under 2.5, tight. I think
it's going to be 1-0 either way.
I think it's going to be 1-0 Schalke. I fancy them to get a win.
It could be a double donut.
Could be a double donut. Could be a little 0-0 this one.
Double Deutsch donut.
Double Deutsch donut. Schalke to win is 2.2 though. So I do quite like
half. Maybe Schalke at half.
I do like. Schalke are going to win. I called it last week.
They need to win at some point, don't they?
Schalke are going to win. And I think that's a game that they could, because Freiburg are not the greatest.
Yeah. Okay.
Wednesday
got Fortuna Düsseldorf versus Leverkusen.
Yes.
It's 9th versus 15th.
You wouldn't think. You would not think that, would you?
No, I think they are
into that game.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think Düsseldorf would be above Leverkusen.
So Düsseldorf lost to Augsburg in the opener. Augsburg. Then they got 2 draws and a win since then. They beat Hoffenheim. They drew with Leipzig.
2 not bad.
Leipzig haven't had a great start either.
They
So then Leverkusen beat Mainz 1-0 in the last game, but they lost 3 before that.
Yes, so that game, Bayer Leverkusen last week, I said they played 3, lost 3, but I fancy them to beat Mainz because it's the same with Schalke and Freiburg. That's my shout.
They've scored 1 goal in 3 of 4 games, basically. So in each of those 3, it's just only 1. They're a little bit blunt.
Okay, very blunt.
So I think this one looks like a draw. I think 1-1. Again, it could be under 2.5. Another one, but I think it looks like a draw. Nothing major happened in that game.
Okay, next.
This next one's a very, very tight game, and I was thinking about it for ages because I just could not call it. So it's Mainz versus Wolfsburg.
Okay.
So both teams, same record so far. 1-2, drawn 1, lost 1.
Hard when it's like that.
Yeah.
Mainz have drawn their last 5 matches against Wolfsburg in all competitions.
Oh, very drawy.
Wolfsburg have scored goals but also conceded goals. So they've scored 8 in 4 games but conceded 7.
Yeah.
Mainz don't score as much but don't concede as much. They've scored 4 in 4 games and conceded 3.
Yeah, okay.
So they both have +1 goal difference.
Yeah.
They both have the same record.
Right. Yeah.
It's
a draw.
Super tight.
Yeah.
My tip is draw.
Do the double with those last 2.
Decent.
I think
Double draw. The double D.
Or the double 1-1.
I think it'll be draw. My other tip would be under 2.5, but I think a draw is quite safe.
I think there's quite a few games so far in this Bundesliga under 2.5. You might do a little trebs or quadruple of under 2.5. Okay, next is me. Dortmund versus Nuremberg, 7:30. Dortmund, good at home, won both their games so far this season. They've been winning at half-time and full-time in 6 of the last 7 home games, so fortress, the old yellow wall. There's been over 2.5 goals scored in Borussia Dortmund's last 5 home games. So not only do they score goals, win games, there's goals in them. Nuremberg have 5 points from their opening 4 games, but they've only scored 4 goals. 2 of those were in their last win against Hannover. So before that, only got a couple. So they don't score many goals. Dortmund smashing goals are fun.
Dortmund to win to 0.
So Dortmund to win to 0 is decent, 2.18. But I think it's safer to go Dortmund half-time, Dortmund full-time. It's happened in 6 of the last 7 home games. They come out of the traps, score early, gonna win it. I reckon that's 3-0. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.
I think that's 3 out of 3 there.
Thanks. William?
So we've got Mönchengladbach versus Eintracht Frankfurt.
Okay.
2 wins, a draw and a loss for Mönchengladbach.
Okay.
They're in 6th place.
Okay, it's not a bad start.
The loss was the last game, 4-2 to Hertha Berlin.
They were both undefeated before that, I think. Hertha Berlin is still undefeated.
Then, it must have been. 1 win, a draw and 2 losses for Eintracht, so slightly worse, puts them in 13th.
Lost their manager, didn't they, in the summer? Kovac went to Bayern Munich.
Had a bad start.
Called it in the preview, mate.
But one of those losses was a 96th minute winner by Werder Bremen, and Eintracht had 10 men, so otherwise it would have been equal. They'd have been the same.
Fine, so they're going to be quite close.
So the other loss was to Dortmund as well. So
who are good.
Both teams have scored in 3 out of 4 games for both teams. My tip here, both teams to score, and I've gone for Desmond.
Oh,
Deutschland.
The Deutschland. Right. Final game then in Bundesliga.
Leipzig versus Stuttgart.
Stuttgart, okay.
So Stuttgart are having a bit of a shocker.
Yeah,
they did well last season.
Yeah.
This season, they have not won yet, and they've only scored 3 goals, and those 3 goals were in 1 game.
Yeah. Drew
3-3.
3-3.
Oh, yeah.
So before that game, apart from that game, they haven't scored.
Wow. They haven't scored in 3 of their 4 games.
Yeah.
That is poor.
Leipzig are also struggling. They've only lost 1 game, but they've only won 1 game.
Yeah.
So they're doing okay.
Taking a bit of time to get into the
season. They're not doing what you think they would do.
Yeah.
They're not performing to the level they expect.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a tough game, especially for Stuttgart, because they're not actually playing very well and they're away. I think the fact that Leipzig are at home would be just enough to get them over the line, and I think they'll edge a win. So my tip is Leipzig to win.
Yeah.
You could go with under 2.5.
Another under.
There's quite a few games in this Bundesliga.
Last week though, there were loads of games we said under 2.5, and loads of goals. Loads of games were under 2.5.
Yeah, I think it's the way to go.
Score prediction 1-0 Leipzig.
Nice.
Sounds
I like it. There's 1, 2, 3 games there that are under 2.5.
Yeah.
And a couple
of both teams to score.
And a couple of both teams to score. So sitting on the old German fence, if you don't come to the winner under 2.5 or both teams to score,
that's the way to go.
That's the way to go.
Cool. That is the Bundesliga. Remember to subscribe. Check out our tips on all the other leagues in Europe on our channel, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you later.
See you later.
Now then, the referee looks at his watch, and his second now.